My name is Annie of Esther and Eileen, and this is a tutorial to show you how to do the cable cast-on technique, as you can see here. This method provides a more sturdy edge with less stretch than other cast-ons like the long tail, so it's great for providing additional structure in shoulder seams when knitting top-down sweaters. Also, unlike the long tail cast-on, you don't need to estimate the length of your yarn tail. You just need to leave enough to weave in at the very end. So let's get started. We start by creating a slip knot, and I like to make sure that the part that moves freely through the knot is the one that's attached to the yarn ball. Now I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to insert my left hand needle into the middle of that slip knot. I'm going to pull the working yarn so that it's snug on the needle. So that's our first stitch. To get the second stitch onto the needle, you're going to insert your right hand needle through that slip knot, wrap the yarn and pull it through as if you're knitting. And then I pull that loop fairly loose and insert the left hand needle from right to left, transferring it from the right needle to the left needle. And now you have 2 stitches on your left hand needle. To create the third stitch and all subsequent stitches from here, you're going to take your right hand needle, insert it in between the first 2 stitches, like so. Before we were entering through the middle of that stitch, but to create these, we're going to go in between the first and second stitch on the left hand needle, wrap the yarn, pull that loop through, stretch it out a little bit, and then take your left hand needle from right to left on that stitch and slip it on over to the left hand needle. Insert in between the first and second stitch on the left hand needle, wrap the yarn, pull that loop through, and using the left hand needle, move from right to left to get it back onto the left needle. To get the tension right, I transfer that new stitch fairly loosely onto the left hand needle. And then when I insert to create that new next stitch, that's when I give it a tug and sort of size it to my needles before I wrap the yarn and create my new stitch. I will show you how to do this Continental as well. Inserting between the first and second stitch, wrap the yarn. I use my index finger to kind of help control that yarn a little bit. Give it a twist, size the loop. And you just keep going like this until you have all of your stitches that your pattern requires. I hope you found this tutorial for the cable cast-on useful. Thanks for watching.